Hello. So today is June 16th, and I'm in my let's go to the combination first. For one, I feel my back is well stuck on the chair. And for two, I feel my back and my two tongue or foot is well stuck on the ground. And for three, uh, I feel my two tongue is stuck on the chair. And for C, I feel my two foot well stuck on the ground. And for five, I feel my two leg is well stuck on the ground in chair. And also for one, I feel my stomach really stuck. And for two, I feel my stomach really stuck. And reversal concentration for that, I feel my back is well stuck on the chair. And for two, I feel my shoe is well stuck in the ground. And for three, I feel my two tires stuck on the chair. And for four, I feel my back is well put on the chair. And for five, I feel my two thigh is well stuck on the chair. Reverse concentration for one, I feel my stomach on the top. And for two, and I also feel my stomach on the top. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my back is well stuck in the chair. And for two, I feel my two thigh is supported by the chair, and my back is supported by the chair. And for four, I feel my two thigh is well supported on the chair. And for five, I feel my back is well stuck, being stuck on the chair. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my stomach a little stuck. And for two, I feel my stomach a little stuck. And reverse concentration, I feel my left hand and right hand spread out, and I feel the blood circulation in my hand. And for one, I feel my back is well stuck in the chair. And for two, I feel the two time is well stuck in the chair. And for three, I feel my back is well put on the chair. And for four, I feel my two feet is well stuck on the ground. And for five, and I feel the left side is gone open. And five, I feel my two thigh is well supported on the chair. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my stomach a little stuck. For two, I feel my all lower belly is stuck. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my two toes right back in the chair. Number two, I feel my back feel like pushy and yes, it's like so a little cold. And for three, I feel like to feel in the before. I feel some light in the left side of my head. And for five, I felt the two tie is put on the cushion chair, and my back also put on the cushion chair. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my middle stomach is kind of stuck. And for two, and I feel my stomach a little stuck. And reverse concentration for one, I feel my two tongue is stuck on the chair, and it is feel like some pushing. And second, I feel my back is well cushioned, put on the cushion. It feels some comfort. And for three, I feel my two tongues well on the chair. And five, I feel my back is well supported on the chair. And reverse concentration. One, I feel my stomach a little stuck. And for two, I also feel my stomach a little stuck. And reverse concentration. For one, I feel my back and it is being well supported on the chair. And for two, I felt the two time is well put on the chair and it's feel like pussy. And for three, I felt the back is well put on the chair. And I feel my muscles on the shoulders is kind of relaxed. And for four, I feel my feet is well stuck and supported in the ground. And for five, I feel my back is supported in the chair. And then reverse concentration for one, I feel the stomach is well stuck. And for two, I feel my stomach is well stuck. And reverse concentration for one, I feel the two times well stuck on the chair. And for two, I feel the two times well supported on the chair. And for three, I felt the left foot and right foot is supported on the chair. And for five, I felt the back is well supported by the chair. And then reverse concentration. I felt the stomach on the bellow is quite stuck. And for two, I felt the stomach being stuck. And reverse concentration for me, I felt the back being supported on the chair. And for two, I felt my two thigh is well supported on the chair. And for three, I felt the two thigh and my foot is supported on the ground. And for I feel my back is well supported by the chair. And for five, I felt the two thigh Fries is a process more than juices maybe. It was supported on the ground. And reverse concentration. One, I feel my stomach on the heart. Number two, I felt the stomach is really hot. Number one, reverse concentration. Three, I felt the two tiny stuck in the chair. And then stuck in the chair. Number three, I feel the back is was separated by the chair. Number four, I felt the two foot is was put on the ground. Number five, I felt the back is was supported in the chair. And then reverse concentration. One, I felt the stomach is number stuck. Number two, I felt the stomach is number stuck. Then reverse concentration. One, I felt the back is even. And two, I felt the two times supported on the chair. I felt the foot that, that is supported well on the ground. Number five, I felt the back is well supported on the chair. And then reverse concentration. I suddenly feel the side is gone wide open. At the moment, and then yes, I feel more better. And one, I felt the two thighs was supported on the chair. Number two, I feel the back is well supported on the chair. And three, I felt the energy is flowing through my hair. And reverse concentration for one. I feel the stomach and lost. And for two, I felt the stomach in the right side, and reverse concentration for one. I feel the foot is stuck and on the ground, and two, thigh is significant of the column. I felt the chair. I felt the reverse concentration. How deep is the after two, I felt the lower discomfort. And then reverse concentration to one. Picture is basically and I think the sign is one more. Yeah, better, more than better. And today, to summarize, I'm calling the police, and we are promised if we then sound again in our contact, but recently being found at the I knew that and that and then I will call in the night and it also and I protect my I succeed to use being stable to progress on the you know eating habit, my biological cycle. Yeah, I achieved that. Listen, what I have found yesterday was the good feeling of mother and the feeling of real man, like Japanese, that is grounded and the and brothers, that is man, and behind the man there is a girls supported and man is have belief and truthful and faithful like that. And I realized yesterday was the yes, I have my anger, and that's of course anyone have anger. And about logic, it is great to conversate with the fear that what action fear is about. But situation, for example, I'm afraid of being a bad person, even though I'm stabilizing myself. So then what can we do? And first, we promised the police to when it comes to happen again, and I will call the police. And second, I would, I would, uh, I would add my new routine to write down and record the sound. Yes, and today was the first working day, and I succeeded to that. And yes, when it comes to meeting a situation that makes me feel and logic and um, acknowledge and accept that your anger is releasing your anger down, and you can response when you are being angry, even if you are losing your anger. So I realized that the logic was really helping me to figure out this happen. And yes, I also setting biological cycle, and I ate the breakfast at 12, and I ate lunch at 3, and I ate dinner for 7. And I successfully protect my biological cycle today, what I have done on the daily routine. And yeah, I succeed to making a video for YouTube for 15 days to start to stabilize yourself. And yes, while I am going to the library, and while that I have found that found about it's on my blog. Yes, I have found my sport that is being fair. Yes, I feel it in comic, and yeah, and asking him that what if we what if happened that fans and some fans are coming out and being shouting out to you what happened, and then yes, Children can be afraid when the keeper is staring at, and he is also awesome. And today we are making the manual. If we get in here and we promise to watch the person, and we can know who he is, and yeah, even though we can figure out it once, but we slightly figure out in the program. And as we see the process and we'll be the more feel more freer than before. And then we realize that why there are so many criticized about children. So they are treating like that because they want to treat like that and criticize. And GPT said that uh, some people are very into taking down someone because of the fear that is being they are being attacked or thrown down. And that's what trauma happened. And yes, it's their problem. But yeah, we we have thought that why he was criticized his himself, his children, and healthy and being sensitive is okay, and sensual and sensational faith, sanity, this is okay. And also, we can set a boundary on ourselves, and we find that we have already. We have expressed our emotion to the sauna and the neighbor, and we are founding ourselves. The time comes on, and three, we will try to look at the person's eyes before we have gone that we feel before. Five, we have making the system, and we have expressed our emotion that we have not denied before, and that is the first thing that we have changed. And GPT says that we can do four actions. If the strength is being powerful, is getting down, we can express by myself. Stop it. I am here. I'm hurt. I don't like your action. Stop it. And being making the distance and asking for help for others, like police or teacher or the, the parents around you. So with Junior's temper, that being sensitive and want family life. Yes, and we have felt that we are sharing our intimacy with our own body. And that time I was in the bus and I feel really intimacy in my own body. And so therefore, I believe that lagging out someone by the strength is the power, and if not, they're gonna being gone out. They use their perspective. So it's like someone is approaching you, and it makes you very nervous and anxiety. And then there is interesting experience, their lack of regulation of his strength and the lack of the sympathy of the others. And they could even with the opponent, face experience and distance and their vision. They don't read. So it could not figure out by explain or education. He need trauma, he need the therapy and doctor, not me. So it has spent more than years treating out that. But yeah, of course it's not my responsibility that he is being that traumatic and being anger. I don't have I don't have responsibility that he's being get angry and it is his trauma. Yes, and I have learned that also. And yes, I don't have responsibility to just a person like that nearby. And I have I can choose the distance and who I meet. I could choose to who I meet. And there are no responsibility to explain out. And we can just by him. And then that's grateful. Yes, and I felt several person like to be intimacy with me and share with me. And I felt good with my own body, like suffering, needs, I first, of course, person like being skinship and being touched, it's being healthy, of course. People who, yes, who is touched every day and doing things is healthy, well, of course. And their relationship. And I realized that the system, understanding the system of, of now, the word and the need is important. Yes, keyword is about skinship, it's smooth and intimacy and sensitive. And I met the children inside that is there, and I accepted. And we made system with my child and myself. So yes, I realized that all the emotion and my space experience is, of course, yes, it's my choosing and it's my freedom. And the place that is being tensioned and it couldn't, it couldn't relax in be free to express with my thoughts, but be relaxed and more able to that we can taking out our face expression. And I felt that the humans are all the animals, and if I think about how we get related with others in the elementary school, many problems can solve. I figure out, and yes, and I also feel that many of the girls that is healthy and the intimacy is really health, and they are great dimension, and I realized it. And I accept myself about my censure, sensitive, and I realize there is a health, wealth, and free school, and a system that need each other. So I I have thought. I feel overwhelmed at the time, and now then, um, so we think about, yeah, leaving the system that moved by the money. So how we get to understand the system that is moved the people by the money. How we understand the system. So I suggest myself that we're reading about the economy uses for daily per one, and we actually read about the news, economy, and yes, I felt some network that is being stuck from in all the movie. And nowadays, Bank of Korea has increased its rate for the penalty or rate for the fee to 2.5%, and to summarize the difference, it's about like first from October they have stayed that they decrease the rate of the fee, Bank of Korea, and they said that they they would they would see the situation, and now they decided to freeze the fee rated on fee. And the reason why the Korean and dollars rate is being increased is because dollar is being strengthened and it's being weakened, and it's about supply, supply. And he said that form of one is about this problem of supply. And now on, house house market cannot be figured out by the freeze the penalty rate, and is about is different from the past because we have most of dollars and we don't sell it yet. And we are supposed to study this more detail. So yeah, what is the politics about the inside and outside of the world regarding the rate of fee and better bank and their money cycle policy about their about America and global financial market anxiety, like mm, mm, between US and China, and if it's being anxiety and the dollar is being strength. So Korea must give more fee than US because if there is if suggests that US have the high rate of the fee, and then people would project the money to the dollar, not Korea. Korea must uh, control the penalty for the fee to gather the money from the global market, and all the global market is focused on the US. The policy about their trading and their finance, so whether they're they're being restrained or relaxed. So what today important is about, uh, yeah, it is so important to Korea to maintain the field, and yeah, that's and we decide to read about this for tomorrow. Yes, and that's for the and that is the progress that we have in mind for us. Yes, and reason why I am being suppressed my 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 livable energy because of the situation makes my livable energy being suppressed. It's unrealistic situation that just one human can be affected by the neighbor. I think this is the unrealistic situation, and this building structure is unrealistic. I realize I'm my renewable energy, and I started to move out to the Kimbap in Daiso to figure out the problem that I'm going through from now on. And I bought and I eat some kimbap, and I bought a real, you know, to protect the sound, protect from the sound, the speaker. I bought two, and I attached it while I am being arrived at home. And now I figure out some problem about the noise, and I patch out the speaker and behind the trash can, and I bought the automatic trash can, and yes, I also patched the refrigerator, and I also patched it in the closet. And I'm gonna patch more after I bought it in Daiso, and tomorrow. And yeah, and it is very effective. And the start and the end, all the planned by myself, and I feel it really effective, and that's feeling me great. I feel great. Yeah. So I check whether the refrigerator is locked or clean. There is a distance, and whether it is the surface, and if angle is in parental, I check about it. Yes, and I realize that what I want being uh, being a mom by my parent, actually my father, and yes, and he said that the regression and the strength is about the decision. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I felt comfort, and I decided to do this one, and this is my standard, and this has stress, and I change it by working out. Yes, and there is a boundary. Yeah, I don't like to talk about it now. Yeah, today is from this on, and in this area, I'll be decided. But I found that the strength is about stopping someone to that point. I felt a limit. I set the routine, like I set the time to rest for 10 minutes, and I decided to what subject if we are going to study about ethics, and we are summarized for one subject. And yeah, the routine that we already act on, the morning routine and dinner routine, and summarize my lunch routine, and deciding what books we are reading about yesterday routine, and making the video, the live YouTube show routine, finding what I already do routine, and watching Chaos Mothers and stretching routine, and reading your routine, and reading economic routine again. And I decided when it started constantly, and we we we, we decided the factory for the subject. Uh, We we uh, we decided mostly payment routine and part of the financial and myself, what to do daily. I said that also. And the working day, we have this. And next chapter is about our daily life. So we have we have three of the subjects that how we figure out to refrain the weather that is being noisy about. And today we figure out by patching the speaker. And yeah, it's clearly sounds silent than before. And we decided to work out for maybe 80 and 90 until we we find discover And yeah, we find that we are the school schedule for the progress. Uh, and next day, the main subject is about setting the rearrange the progress from school. Uh, Highlight is the two keywords, intimacy and figure out. I figure out myself and I accept my living relationship in my life. And I seek to change my environment even though it is by myself. I actually seek to change my environment by myself. Yes. And let's go to the next progress, the lesson learned. Lesson 67. Love creating me like self. First, today's idea is a complete and accurate statement of what we are. This is why you are the light of the world. This is why God appointed you as His word's favor. This is why the Son of God lives for you for His salvation. You're saved by what you are. You will make every effort today to use these truths about you and to realize fully, if only for a moment, that is the truth. And second, in the longer practice period, you will think about your reality and its wholly unchanged and unchangeable beautiful nature. You will begin by repeating this truth about you and then spend a few minutes adding some individual thoughts such as holiness created me happy, kindness created me kind, helpful created me helpful, and yeah, I will see it more clearly. Holiness created me holy. Holiness created me holy. Kindness, kindness created me kind. Helpfulness created me helpful. And compassion created me helpful. Any achievement which is in accordance with God as He defined Himself is appropriate for you. You try to today under the vision of God and replace it with His own. You are also trying to emphasize that we all point of His definition of yourself. You are a point of His definition of yourself as so. After you have gone over several times with yourself, try to let yourself drop away for pre preparatory interval, and then try to reach all your image and preconception about yourself to the truth in you. If love created you like a seed, this self must be in you, and somewhere in your mind there for you to feel. Somewhere in your mind is there for you to find. You may find it necessary to remain. Time to replace distracting thought. You may also find that this is not sufficient and that you need to continue adding other thought related to the truth about yourself. Yet perhaps you will succeed in one path, and then the thought and through the interval of thoughtful thoughtlessness to the awareness of what is right, in which you recognize yourself as love created you. Be confident that you will do much today to bring that awareness in your mind. Whether you feel that you have succeeded or not. And why? It will be particularly helpful today to practice delving through the days as often as you can. You need to hear the truth about yourself as frequently as possible, because your mind is so preoccupied with false self-image. 4 or 5 times an hour, and perhaps even more. It would be most beneficial to remind yourself that love created you like yourself. Love created you like yourself. Hear the truth about yourself in this. Try to realize in shorter practice that this is not your duty, solitary voice that tells you this. This is the voice for God, reminding you of your Father and of yourself. This is the voice of truth, replacing everything that the ego tells you about yourself with a simple truth about the Son of God. This is the voice of truth, replacing everything that the ego tells you about yourself with the simple truth about the Son of God. You were created by God by yourself. Love creating me like yourself. Love creating me like yourself. Holiness creating me like holy. Kindness creating me kind. Happiness creating me helpful. And perfection creating me perfect. 상황이 나를 사람과 다르게 생각하고 오늘의 답변은 인류 전체에 대해서 완벽하고 정확할 수 있습니다. 이것이 너가 세상에 비치는 빛입니다. 이것이 하나님이 너를 세상에 구원자로 정하신 이유입니다. 이것이 하나님의 아들 구원받기 위해서다. 너의 정체가 오늘 우리는 너에 대한 이 진실을 깨달았고 그것이 지금을 잠시라도 완전히 깨닫고자 모든 일을 보이는 것이다. 거룩함이 나를 거룩한 자로 창조하였다. 온유함이 나를 온유한 자로 창조하였다. 좋은 점이 나를 좋은 자로 창조하였다. 안전함이 나를 완전히 하나님이 당신에 대해 무엇을 전부할지 나는 무엇이든 모른다. 네가 하나님에 대해서 정리하지 않고 하나님이 당신 정의를 대신하고 네가 하나님이 정의하신 하나님과 이와 관련된 몇 가지 생각하는 모든 행동을 내가 내 자신을 내 안에 진실을 따라 주어야 사랑이 너를 창조했기 때문에 이 자아는 너의 안에 있도록 그 마음을 가까이 너가 찾을 수 있도록 너무 어쩌면 전념을 대체하고 비밀의 공간이 수시로 공격할 필요를 느낄지도 모릅니다. 어쩌면 그
물건을
충분하지 않아서 그냥 진실과 관련된 다른 것들을 느낄지도 모릅니다. 어쩌면 그것이지만 하나님은 듯한 사랑의 빛을 이루지 않고 사랑이 창조한 그대로인 너 자신을 죽는데 행동할 수도 있다. 네가 생명의 때를 느끼지 않고 이미 그 길을 알고 수 있을 것이다. 역시 생명들을 지켜보고 단단히 연습하는 것이 특히 도움이 될 것이다. 너의 미국은 잘못된 자아상을 가졌지만 가능하면 특히 너의 진실과 한 시간에 살아서 오고 어쩌면 더 감추고 평안히 너를 생각했으면 하는 것이 가장 그 안에서 너에 대한 진실을 짧은 연습 시간에 내게 이것을 말하는 것이 행동 중요한 대신 너의 아버지가 너의 외부가 하나님의 아버지가 하나님의 그 기회를 잡는 게 좋다. 근데 뭐 역시 은혜는 안 돼. This is why the Son of God lives to the salvation. His faith by which will make every object ready 하나님이 나를 창조하였다. 신적인 너를 친절하도록 창조하였다. 온유함이 나를 창조하였다. 때문에 나를 도우고 창조하였다. 온전함이 나를 온전하게 창조하였다. Always clean the cover. When clean was clean the happiness clean the actually clean the 그 소리가 지금 사람들이 나를 오늘의 감정은 너의 전체 완벽하고 정확한 기준. 이것은 네가 세상에 있지 않는 이것이 사람들이 너를 세상에 그런 너의 정체가 사람들이 우리는 너에 대한 지식을 기다려 그것이 진리를 감시라도 완전히 생각해서 모든 노력을 기울일 것이다. 그 연습에서는 너의 실체에 대해 그리고 어떤 경험 있고 믿을 수 없는 그런 감정에 대해 생각해보고 우리는 너에 대한 진실을 말하면서 연습을 시작하고 이와 관련된 행동을 대한 예를 들어 거룩함이 나를 거룩한 자로 창조한다. 온유함이 나를 온유한 자로 창조한다. 도움됨이 나를 도움을 주는 자로 창조한다. 완전함이 나를 완전한 자로 창조한다. 저도 문제가 이렇게 얘기하는 거 소리잖아요. 왜냐면 인기적으로 터지는 건데 이렇게 물체가 있어서 이 끈을 타고 들어오는 소리가 그게 한그때 생각이 그리고 이 소리가 그때 제가 생각하는 그때 앉아주는 그렇게 하는 소리가 왜 그때는 안 했어요. 나도 이렇게 그 소리 그러니까 그 사람이 그러니까 도망치기가 그런 것이 근데 아무튼 그렇게 해서 그 소리들을 문자를 보냈어요. 너무 그러면 좋아하는 뒤로 뭐 예민하면 우리가 세상에 비치 하나님이 너를 세상에 그리고 나서 그때 제가 용기를 그랬을 때 그 문자로 그런 자고 있는데 그치 지금 전화 합격이거든. 나는 맞춰보고 싶었는데 이렇게 진짜 그 소리가 듣는 근데 그 사람이 중요한 건 내가 원하는 저런 거는 진짜 내가 예측 없는 생활. 내가 생활하는 연관이 그리고 모험도 그렇다고 제가 그렇게 생각하면 안 된다. 이렇게 밑에서 스토리가 나서 예를 들수 있다. 예를 들어서 아버지는 생각하는 부자로 자신의 동물을 만들어야 하는 것입니다. 그리고 소통에 대한 지리하게 우리가 최근에
왜
함께 시간을 흘러요. 예전에는 우리는 나를 이렇게 직관 그림체가 우리가 나를 지금 흥미하는 아버지 일본 제일 중요한 일도 없지 않지. 그리고 우리가 공연을 부모의 지금 상당히 아버지는 나한테 자신이 바뀌지 않는 다른 불길이 그의 팔도 멀리 뻗어나가는 눈빛 그렇게 불구가 되어 그의 줄어드는 관찰을 잘 쓰는 지금 이거 이 시간을 그녀의 주관에서 한쪽에 집에 국민과의 시간을 주고 그 뒤에 다시 공부를 하는 거였다. 이때 그러니까 아름다운 것이 행복과 기쁨을 주는 사람들이 연결되면서 우리가 하나님의 존재라는 의미 때문에 나를 여시기가 많은 사람들이 나를 보니까 이제 회원과 같이 하는 교주와 공연을
집에 제가 10시에, 9시, 8시 하거든요. 그래서 10시에 그렇게 수업을 시켜하려고 하는데, 그런 소리가 소리를 내는 거거든요. 그것도 이렇게 10시 그런 소리가 얘를